Yeah, hi guys. It's Saturday the 2nd of May. We've been on the road for about 2 weeks now, which has been great. We've travelled right away from Cambridge, through France, part of Belgium, into Germany, right through the trunk of Denmark, up to a place called Hertshaws, which is the only port that can then get you and your car to Iceland via the Faroe Islands. So it does a little pit stop in the Faroe Islands for about 4 or 5 hours. Then it sets sail again. So you're 3 nights on board a ship called Line, if I'm pronouncing that right, Line. But all in all, it's been quite a good journey so far. This is our second trip to Iceland, so it never ceases to amaze me. Last time we were in the northern peninsula and right round the sort of top part of the country, as it were. This time round, we're covering the whole of Route 1, what they call Route 1, the Golden Circle, as they say. And we've gone right the way round, covering south, southwest. We'll be heading southeast tomorrow and the day after. And then eventually on Thursday, we'll end up back at Sedishfjordur, which is the port, Sedishfjordur, on the far eastern coast of Iceland. So all in all, we've had a great experience. We've been to Poskær Stone Circle in Denmark. That was pretty impressive, to be fair. It's worth a visit for anyone that wants to go there. We've been to Viborg. That was a brilliant city in Denmark, really vibrant, full of life. 19th century building with the stones of heightened energy, said to bring you to a euphoric state. Well, I didn't get to that euphoric state, but it certainly was feeling quite nice in there anyway. We went to Lindholm Stone Circle as well before boarding on to Line. We've been to Fontor Lighthouse, which again you'll see on my thing. We stayed and also went around Husavik. Now, Husavik is on the far northeast, well, I suppose it's north really, north part of the country, as the crow flies. What a nice place. Friendly people, nice shops. We were in the thick of it right there. Had an apartment that was pretty adjacent to a supermarket, so that was quite useful. And that was quite good. We went and saw the wooden church there, which was, it was interesting. I wouldn't say it was too much of a excitement really, but it was okay. What was an excitement though was going off down to when we went in Iceland. When we were obviously in Iceland, we went to a canyon, which was amazing, spectacular views. We saw so much there. It was really, really good. And just to sort of experience the force of nature, which you do. And in Iceland, I think that's quite important for anyone that comes here. I'm here right now. You can see all 4 seasons in one day, depending on where you're driving to. So it's quite surreal. I mean, we've seen all 4 seasons already, as you'll see from pictures and things, depending on where you are. Down the southwestern side, it's not as it doesn't appear to be as snowy, but it's this time of year, I think. We were here in sort of September, October time 2 years ago. We've now come back into April/May, so it's a different time of the year. So we're having a very different experience. But absolutely, I think the eyes of McDonald's, we're loving it. Seeing so much lava and lava fields is just fascinating, and there's so much land here that's untouched. But nature seems to find a way with the birds and the various animals and things. Obviously, they've got their farming industry here, horses, mainly a few sheep along the way. But a lot of food is, especially livestock food, is imported, obviously, because it can't be managed here on the island at the moment. Although I suppose with a bit of intelligence, bit of work on it, you could probably build shelters and things. But at the moment, that's how they operate. We went to the Cathedral of Christ the King in Reykjavik. Now Reykjavik, we didn't go there on the first visit back 2 years ago, but we've been this time. It's a great place, vibrant, full of life. Yes, I went on to the Flyover Iceland simulator, which I highly recommend to anybody going to visit Reykjavik and coming here. Flyover simulator will cost you in English money about £36. It lasts about 20 minutes on the actual simulator itself, but you have a few things before you get on there, which are quite interesting. We went to Helgrimskirkja, which was the largest church in Iceland. But sadly, on that day, there was a big funeral going on for an Icelandic singer that had passed away. So we couldn't get into the place. But we certainly still had a good look round, saw some shops and things. We've been to Berg Church. Now, that's quite interesting. Prior to the church itself, it used to be a sacred circle on the very spot. So it used to be like a little temple there back in the day. I suppose it makes sense that a lot of churches are built on sacred places that sort of continue over the years. And that's certainly the case with Berg Church, B-E-R-G, Berg Church, which is quite good. After we went to Reykholt, and we went to the natural springs there, which was, again, you'll see my videos on the YouTube channel on the Shorts tab, showing you all the vents coming up, the volcanic vents coming up and steam coming out and bubbling in waters and things. Fascinating to see. Well over 100 degrees Celsius, and you can certainly see that. So they've got a few safety measures in place, but not major safety measures. So if you've got children, beware, be careful when you maybe take your children there. Went to Barnafast Waterfall. That was good. Very interesting. There's a tale about two boys being held by magic before falling to their deaths. There's also rumours, a myth and legend of a bridge that disappeared. I don't really see the research there on that. But nevertheless, it was an amazing waterfall to see. That's for sure. We went to Selfoss. Now, Selfoss, what a place. I love it. Absolutely love it. Selfoss itself is really, really nice. They've got loads of development going on in the main little town area. And I think it's got my vote, that's for sure. We went to Selfosskirkja, so the church there that was completed in 1956. And again, it's built on an energy line. So if people know about the energy lines of the Earth, I'm not talking about ley lines because I leave that to a different brigade of people. I'm talking about the actual energy lines and magnetic lines and what have you. And so it does sit on that sort of crossroads, the Papalegba, as it were. So if we go into that sort of aspect. Kerid Crater, went there, pretty good. It's got a big lake, obviously, at the bottom that occupies the volcanic crater, formed in about 4000 BCE. You can walk around it and have a little look, which is great. Not too bad. It's Grindavik. Well, what can I say about Grindavik? We went there, and it's quite a surreal place. You can see that they're trying to rebuild. They're trying to do a lot of stuff there. It's got great energy, absolutely great energy. And again, being able to drive through the lava fields there at Grindavik was amazing. And going up to the lighthouse there, fascinating place right on the shoreline. So, you can see that people have started to move back, but we were advised not to go there. But hey, if someone normally tells me not to do something, I'll do quite the reverse and the opposite. So that obviously happened because apparently the lava is quite building up in pressure again underneath the surface that you can't obviously see at the moment. So it is quite unpredictable about whether it's going to explode or not. Who knows? We saw some lovely shipwrecks. Lovely shipwrecks, does that sound right? But we saw some fascinating, probably is the best word to use. Fascinating shipwrecks there along that lava field where the oceans got the ships through. Old ruin that links to Hofsós was quite interesting there. So there's a link from Grindavik to in the south, to Hofs southwest, to Hofsós in the north, where we stayed last time. So there's a really strong link there. especially in history as well. I don't know whether anyone knows about the link there itself. So all in all, it's been quite good so far. I would say on a scale of 10, it's got probably 8.5 out of 10 at the moment. It may increase or decrease, I don't know, but I think on a grade scale, 8.5 out of 10 would be fair to say. Tomorrow, we're going to go to the Viking World Museum, which I'm really looking forward to. We've got the Rocks of the Ocean, which are very similar to the Hofsosh line of the Rocks of the Ocean over there. We've got a lighthouse tomorrow, little craters, and then back to base, back to here, this Windheimer cottage, which basically means windy. So that's quite good. There was another thing that I found quite fascinating that there's lots of different speculation about. If you drive on the road from here, from Buganis, right down towards Reykjavik, there's a big section of concrete block which sort of sets up the shoreline, and there's been a graffiti pattern there that's well known to many people. Lots of speculation, and it says "Flatus Lifren" on the graphic. Now we know that Lifren means lives on, so we've got the lives on bit, but the flatus is where there's a stumbling block, which is really fascinating. The flatus, F-L-A-T-U-S, flatus. So some people say it's a miswriting or translation of something of Old Nordic language about a god or a deity of some sort. Others say it's about he was a living person. School's out on that one. I think I've got some ideas, and it's certainly going to go into my next book. There's my plug for the book. So the book I'm currently working on, which covers this quest, this trip, is called Beyond the Message. Now that's going to come out sometime in 2027, sometime next year. So I'm just collecting all the photography and the data and the research and my personal experience as well, hands-on as it were, to collate all that into the book that's going to be coming out called Beyond the Message. The latest book that's just come out is called Timeless. Now I've noticed that that's gone live finally on Amazon.com. It's not live on Amazon.co.uk yet, but there's normally about a week or so delay. So you should be able to see Timeless by me, yours truly, Carl Neville, with a K, don't forget, K-A-R-L. That should be on the .co.uk sites for Amazon soon, but it's certainly available globally already, or earthly, as it were, probably a better term to use. So we're a few weeks into the trip. We're on a lovely sort of home day, rest day today, which has been great. We're in a beautiful place, as you'll see from some of my posts on the YouTube channel. That we've been, it's just amazing. I'm in awe of the rock formation that is behind this property, that just goes up and up and up, and it's got some fascinating structures up there, which is worth a shot. I mean, again, I posted that today, some shots of the rock formations there and the view down to the shoreline from here. So we're sort of halfway up the mountain. To get here, you have to drive up a 45 degrees gravelly track. So thank God the car's strong enough to do it. And so we're getting up there all right and fairly good so far. We have another week or so ahead in Iceland, as I say. Then we'll be working our way back to Blighty. It's exactly what I expected, and it's a little bit more. So that's been quite a nice surprise for me. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the channel and the video so far. That's enough of my waffling. And enjoy the stuff that I posted. I hope to get comments from you guys. Always interested in comments from people. So enjoy your day, and most importantly, enjoy your life. That's the most important thing. There's no point doing anything unless you're enjoying it, and you're liking the experience that you're having, which is what life is, isn't it? It's an experience. And I've certainly had a few demons that I've had to bring out of the closet to brush down recently and reassess life and what have you, which I've been doing quite a bit over the last 2 weeks, actually, because of my diagnosis and things. So, yeah, it does make you reevaluate your life and sort of work out what's important, what's not. I think the most important thing is don't waste your time on people that are pointless to you or they cause you grief or stress. If they cause you grief or stress, avoid them. You don't need to interact with these people. You only need to interact with people that you want to interact with. And that's the most important thing, really, is to make sure that you do what you want to do and achieve what you plan to achieve in your lifetime. So yeah, every moment's precious. Absolutely every moment, every minute, every hour, every second, purely precious. Enjoy. Take care.